Have you ever felt that knot in your stomach when you see someone bigger, meaner, just walking your way? For one little boy, that feeling was his everyday reality at recess. The playground, a place that's supposed to be full of laughter and fun, had become his personal field of fear. Every single day, the same group of bigger kids would find him. They'd shove him, snatch his ball, and leave him feeling small and alone. The joy of recess was stolen, replaced by a constant nagging dread. He'd run off the playground the second the bell rang, not to race his friends, but to escape. This wasn't just a one-time thing. It was a daily torment. The echoes of their laughter as they took his things followed him long after he left the swings and slides behind. Imagine just wanting to play, to kick a ball around, but instead, you're constantly looking over your shoulder, bracing for the next push, the next insult. That was his life. The bright colors of the playground equipment seemed to mock him, a constant reminder of the fun he was missing out on. He was trapped in a cycle of fear, and he didn't know how to break free. The weight of it all was too much for his small shoulders to carry. He wouldn't tell his friends what was happening. He'd just find a quiet corner far away from everyone, and the tears he held back all day would finally fall. His happy, bubbly self was disappearing, replaced by a quiet, withdrawn little boy who just wanted to be invisible. Home became his only sanctuary, the one place he didn't have to pretend. He'd run to his room, close the door, and let the hurt pour out. He'd replay the moments over and over in his head. The push that sent him stumbling, the way they grabbed his favorite red ball, the feeling of helplessness as they laughed and ran away with it. He felt so powerless. Why him? What did he do to deserve this? He just wanted to play. The bedroom that was once filled with toys and drawings of superheroes now felt like a hiding place from a world that seemed too scary to face. He'd cry until he was exhausted, hoping that when he woke up, it would all just be a bad dream. But every morning, the dread would return, a heavy blanket he couldn't shake off. One afternoon, his teacher noticed a sadness in his eyes that he couldn't hide anymore. She sat with him, and with a gentle voice she listened as he finally shared his secret. He told her everything: the pushing, the name-calling, the stolen ball. He expected her to be angry at the bullies, but instead, she offered him something else: hope. She opened the Bible and shared a verse with him from Isaiah 41:10. She said, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." She explained that even when he felt completely alone and scared on that playground, God was right there with him. He wasn't weak. He just needed to find the strength that was already inside him. She told him that courage isn't about not being afraid. It's about doing the right thing even when you are afraid. That night, kneeling by his bed, the boy prayed a simple but powerful prayer. He didn't ask for the bullies to get in trouble. He didn't ask to be bigger or stronger. He just whispered, "God, please give me brave." He asked for the courage to face his fear, to not run away, but to face it with a different kind of strength, the strength of kindness. The next day at recess, something was different. The fear was still there, a little flutter in his chest, but underneath it was a tiny spark of courage, ignited by his prayer. He saw the same group of bigger kids playing with his ball. The old him would have hidden, would have run to the other side of the yard. But the new him, the brave him, took a deep breath and started walking toward them. His heart was pounding, but he kept his teacher's words in his mind. God is with you. He didn't march up angrily. He didn't shout. He walked up with a small, hopeful smile. He looked them in the eye. In a clear voice that surprised even himself, he said, "That looks like fun. Can I play with you guys?" The bullies stopped dead in their tracks. They looked at each other, completely stunned. They were expecting tears or for him to run and tell a teacher. They were not expecting this. They weren't expecting kindness. They were so surprised by his courage and his genuine offer of friendship that they didn't know what to say. After a moment of awkward silence, one of them shrugged and tossed the ball back to him. "Sure," he mumbled. And just like that, the wall of fear and anger crumbled. They didn't just give him his ball back. They invited him into their game. He wasn't the victim anymore. He was a teammate. He was a friend. From that day forward, the playground was a completely different place. It was transformed. The fear was gone, replaced by the sounds of laughter, his laughter, mingling with the laughter of his new friends. They played together every single recess. They shared the ball. They took turns on the swings. They invented new games. The boys who once seemed like giants of cruelty were now just kids. Kids who maybe just needed a friend too. The little boy learned that they weren't really mean deep down. Maybe they just didn't know how to ask to play. His one act of bravery, fueled by faith and kindness, had changed everything. The playground was finally the place it was always meant to be, a happy, joyful space for everyone. He wasn't the sad, lonely boy hiding in the corner anymore. He was right in the middle of the fun, kicking the ball, running, and smiling. His courage had not only saved himself, but had created a circle of friendship that made the entire playground a better place for all the kids. So what can we learn from this little boy's incredible story? It shows us that when you're facing a giant, whether it is a bully on the playground or a challenge in your own life that feels impossible, you are not alone. Faith can give you a powerful kind of courage. It is a courage that doesn't fight anger with more anger, but overcomes it with unexpected kindness and love. This little boy didn't win by fighting back. He won by reaching out.